Hello everybody and welcome to my IG Live today on Angelic Heart Healing and Basic Energy Healing, talking about what that is. I am just so excited. This is like my favorite part of the whole week, is just getting to do a live. So hello, welcome. I am so excited to do this healing session today and talk about what energy healing is, some of the basics. I know some people know, maybe some people have only kind of heard of it. So I'm going to give everybody a few more minutes. How are you today? Drop a emoji. How are you feeling? Thank you for joining. It is super cold here and rainy. Yeah, it's a good day to be inside reading a book in a blankie, I think. So, this is an angelic heart healing session, and we're also going to talk about the basics of energy healing and how I do my energy healing. So, my name's Regina. I'm a spiritual life coach. I'm also a multidimensional healer, a Reiki Master. I have my BA in psychology, certified health and life coach. I've done so many different types of energy healing over the years. I've been practicing energy healing for 17 years now. So I've done quantum touch, alpha healing, theta healing, Sufi healing. I have done hypnotherapy, past life regressions, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff, because that stuff is so fun. So I work with moms to help them energize and de-stress in 15 minutes a day without mom guilt. And I just wanted to bring this amazing, I'm so excited for the healing session part, to bring this stuff to you. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sharing your valuable time with me and having this time to listen to me. So thank you, thank you. So let's talk about the basics of energy healing. Energy healing medicine has been around for thousands and thousands of years. It's been around since the Egyptians, back farther than that. So a lot of the common energy healing we usually hear of is like Reiki, pranic healing. There's Qigong, biofield energy. Like I said, there's quantum healing, theta healing. There's really a lot of different modalities, but usually the basics of energy healing is bringing in life force energy, which is universe energy, prana. It could be God energy, if that's your term for it. But it's bringing in the energy that's all around, and that is higher frequency into the person that you're working on. So modalities, that energy goes through the practitioner into the client. Some are just directed, that energy is just directed directly to the client. With different modalities, they can be really specific, where they work on really specific ailments or complaints the client is having. Could be mental, physical, emotional, past life, karma, stuff like that. And then it can be, it can be things like less specific, where it's like they just allow the energy to flow and do whatever it's supposed to do, like the highest good for that client. So, but the basics of it is, you're bringing in life force energy that is intelligent, that is innate and knows, and brings that into the client's body to promote healing. So benefits of that, each modality might have their own specific benefits, but usually it's like clarity, balancing out the body, relaxation, can help with mental health. It can help with physical problems. It can help with, like I said, past life things, if you believe in that, cut cords, agreements, negative beliefs, things like that. So it really can get very, very specific depending on what a client needs or what they want to work on. So that being said, so what I do is I started off with doing Reiki energy, And through learning all these other different modalities, I've kind of changed it into my own approach. So what I do is I get into like a deep meditative state, and mostly now I do distant sessions, just because of the climate of our world. But when I was in person, it would be hands-on healing. You just gently put your hands over somebody's, chest or head, having the energy go through me into a client. But now it's distant, which works just as fine, because energy knows no time or space. So it works like that. You can send a treatment to somebody on the other side of the world. And so what I do is I get into a meditative state, and I put myself into the highest frequency or dimension that I can be in for the highest good of that person. And I actually meet with my client's higher self, and I do this healing with them because they have all the information, right? Because that is their soul, their being, their, human self. And they come through to say, hey, we need to work on this, or they need to start, maybe these tools would really help them. Their higher self will come through and say, you need to tell them about this kind of breath work, or putting this into their day. The guides and the angels are there as well, but nobody ever forces. It's not forceful. It's never like they have to do this. It's always very loving, compassionate. It's like, here, this would be good for you. But as humans, we always have a choice on what we do, if we follow through with things or we don't. So I go to that higher place, and I see the higher self just like the human self. And then I see the human self as well. So it's like kind of a double. But then that's the one we work on. So I'll scan just like you do in Reiki, and you see if there's any, things out of place. I'll look at chakras, I'll look at auras, I'll look at cords, I'll look at past lives, I'll see, and then what's really interesting is that, the client themselves, the human person, will have, things they want to specifically work on. And then the higher self will have things as well sometimes. So they might, a person might come in and say, hey, I really want to work on like just kind of like critical thought, thinking, maybe negative beliefs or something like that. And their higher self will be like, yes, we're going to do that. But we also have to do this heart healing today. Or we also need to do a past life cord thing. They have something going on that's giving energy to the past that doesn't need to be there. Or rewrite an agreement with a family member or something. So, and it's always what's for the highest good of the person I'm working with. That's what's so great about working with their higher self, because their higher self knows exactly what they need and when they need it. I always ask permission before sessions and even in sessions. Sometimes things are there just to be looked at, just to be expressed, after the session, to be like, hey, I saw that within your first chakra, there was a lot of anger. I wasn't allowed to remove that because you needed to know that it involved, your childhood or your mom or whoever. And that sometimes is the trigger, or the mechanism, I can't even talk, the mechanism for the client to be like, start kind of working on it themselves, and it can clear on its own. So, I never work on anything or clear anything that is not ready to go, is not for the highest good. That's where I feel like, a lot of people can have really traumatic experiences. I've had clients where they've gone to, other healers, and they had really bad healing experiences because my thought is that they just did it all. Like they just cleared it all, they cleaned it all. And sometimes we're not ready for that. And so it left the client in a really traumatic, weird place. They didn't feel like themselves. They felt really disconnected. And it was something they had to deal with for about 6 months or more. Which that is not how in my healing work, you should not leave feeling worse. You should not leave feeling more upset. It should always be more calming. It should always be more soothing. It always should feel like you're bringing more power back to yourself, that you are in charge, because you are ultimately the one in charge of your health, of what you're going to accept, energetically wise. So always having control, as the client. So with my stuff, like I said, we work specifically on things as well. I love that we can work on things at an energetic level, and they're faster than sometimes doing it at a material level, where it's like I have to reprogram myself every day to think this way, or to be kind to myself every day at this time of the day, or whatever it is specifically. That can be hard, where you might be able to go into the energy realms and really pull out something in the subconscious, in the soul, that is making that negative characteristic perpetuate. And once you start to clear that, then the person doesn't have to try something every day, have to do a routine. It's like, no, it's falling into place. Like, oh, now I naturally feel nicer to myself. Now I naturally want to do these things that take care of myself. So that being said, who is ready for an angelic heart healing today? I always try to have my topics like a week before these lives, but it's really what I meditate on, what comes in, and what comes in is what I present. And so I was telling my higher self and my guides and angels, like, could we do this, like, be a little bit more organized, where we could have this together like on the Monday, so I know how to tell people so they can be there on the Friday. But that's what's great about Instagram. There's a recording. Everybody can see this later, which is so amazing and so awesome. So angelic heart healing. So we're going to be working on your heart chakra. It's okay if you don't know what a heart chakra is. We're going to be working on the space, the energy of your heart. We're specifically going to be working with Archangel Chammuel and Ascended Master Mother Mary, who those two are about compassion and unconditional love, which we really need for ourselves. And I find that love is really the basis of what heals all the things. And so working at a frequency of love makes everything heal faster. So what kind of came through when I was like, let's do this healing, was that there's so many times that, all of us haven't been able to express ourselves, have had to shove down our feelings, have had to dim our light. Maybe we were too much for people, or when we did express ourselves, we were met with judgment. And those are like little pricks, I feel like little injuries in our heart space that we hold on to. And, it's also like not feeling like we're loved or supported, or could ask for love or support. And then, there's the other aspect of our own traumas, of if we've been abused emotionally or physically, or having just negative people around us who, took our energy and always said we weren't good enough. And then being a child, having, growing up, and then you can agree to others' beliefs, and be like, well, then I am, maybe I am not lovable enough, because if I was lovable, my parents would have done this, all those kind of things that you agree to also as a child, that you didn't really have all the logic and knowledge at the time. So that stuff gets stuck in there as well. So we're going to work on releasing a lot of that today. So if you are ready, let's get in a comfortable position. You can lay down or sit, have your feet flat on the floor. And we're going to take a breath in, all the way to the top of your head, and out. And this time when we breathe in, I actually want you to look up with your eyes closed. Like you're looking up through the top of your head, and take a deep breath in while looking up, and out. And just continue to look up, and take another deep breath in, looking up, and out. Take another deep breath in and out. And looking up, take a deep breath in and out. And you can just let your eyes relax. And what this does is a couple things. Looking up like that, is kind of how we fall asleep at night. It's the REM, it's putting us into an alpha brainwave frequency, but also it's forcing our attention and energy to our head. So it forces the energy as we breathe to our pineal gland, helping us open up to the spiritual energies, to the healing, to seeing, to hearing, to knowing. So that's all good stuff. So I want you to just continue to just calmly breathe. And I want you to just imagine that there's a golden tube of light connected from your hips, and it goes all the way down through the earth, through all the layers, sand, rock, water, all the way down to the middle of the earth. And we're going to ask that this cord into the perfect frequency and dimension and reality of the earth that is the highest good for us today. And just feel that earth energy coming back up through that tube, through the bottom of your feet. Maybe we'll just pause here right now and just feel that energy swirling around in the bottom of your feet. And as it's swirling, it's letting go of any stuck energy right there in your feet chakra. And it's letting you take in even more earth energy and being able to ground. And this swirling earth energy is going up through your ankles, your calves, your knees, and it's helping your body let go of any tension or stress. Going up your thighs, to your hips, into your first chakra, your second chakra, where your reproductive organs are, your third chakra, where your stomach is, solar plexus, your fourth chakra, where your heart is, fifth, where your throat is, sixth, where your head is, your pineal gland, the middle of your head, seventh to the top of your head, and then it's going to go up and out over your aura, that bubble that's around you. And now I want you to imagine that you're going to reach out of the top of your head, up, up, up into the universe, to the middle of the universe, where the divine mother and father energy is, or God, or universe, whatever your concept is, or belief framework of that is. You're going to reach to that energy. And And you're going to slowly bring that beautiful, intelligent, loving energy down. And it might take a little bit. It's quite a distance. It's slowly coming down into the top of your head, 7th chakra, 6th chakra, 5th, your throat, and it's combining with this earth energy in the perfect combination for you. 4th chakra, 3rd, solar plexus, stomach, 2nd, reproductive organs, 1st, base of the spine, down your legs to your feet. Now we ask your higher self to be here with us, holding sacred space and protection, asking for the highest good, to clear what needs to be cleared today, to hear, see, feel, sense all that needs to be expressed, understood. And then I want you to imagine that your angels and guides are here, beings of the highest light and love. Holding this beautiful space, sacred space. And I want you to see a beautiful angel. You could see it as an angel, a person with wings, or a beautiful energy orb of this pink gold light. This is Archangel Chammuel. And she is amazing at helping us to open our hearts, to allow more love into our being, into our lives, into situations. You can call on her whenever. You can call on any of your angels or guides whenever you need them, whenever you need their love and support, or an upliftment. And then we're going to call on Ascended Master, Mother Mary, and I want you to imagine that Archangel Chammuel is placing her hand over the front of your heart chakra on your chest. And imagine that Mother Mary is placing her hand on your back in alignment with the back of your heart chakra. And you can feel these gentle, loving waves move from the front of your chest to the back of your chest, to the front of your chest, to the back of your chest. And it feels like there may be blocks, maybe the energy's not able to move all the way through. And just take a moment to tune into those places and really amplify that energy. Like, I kind of feel like I have one towards the back on my right side, and so I'm just going to ask to send more energy there, more of that love, to help break up whatever's stuck there. And they're going to gently open up our heart chakras. to the perfect amount for you. And now I want you to feel that this energy is starting to swirl. And it almost has like these teeny tiny little scrub brushes in this energy. And it's really opening this energy up. It's really scrubbing the sides of our chakras, all the layers. I give permission to release what is not my highest good in my heart space. Please allow this light and love to fill my heart. Yeah, okay, good. I know some of us have more in our heart than others, and it does take a little bit longer, but good. We're starting to really feel it. And you know, some of us have a little bit of hard shells on the outside of our heart chakras, and that's because we've been hurt before. So that it's kind of like a protective mechanism that happens. It's like a shield that doesn't allow energies in. And see, sometimes what happens is we don't allow any energies in. And so we're just going to see now if your higher self will allow us to put like a layer on your chakra that is going to keep negative things from coming in, but is going to allow you to still receive positive, like loving, compassionate things into your heart. So you're still going to be safe, you're still going to be protected, you're just allowing the good stuff in, where before it wasn't really allowing any stuff in. Now it's just going to let some of the good stuff in. And it almost looks like to me like jelly, like a really thick jelly that is, you know, protecting our heart chakras. Okay. And so now I want you to actually imagine going inside of your heart chakra. And you're going to go inside your heart chakra with, you know, Archangel Chammuel and Mother Mary and any other guides or angels that maybe that you work with that you want there. And we're going to bring your higher self as well. So what I want you to imagine is that there are these pieces of paper. You could see them pinned like onto a cork board or just floating in the air. They may have scenes on them. They may have things written on them. They might just be plain, and that's fine. And what these are every time you've ever weren't able to express your feelings, your truth, anytime you've had to hide or felt unsafe, where you dimmed your own light, you felt unloved, not enough, not valuable, any traumas, anything like that. And so we're just going to start walking down a path in your heart, and we're going to start collecting these papers in our hands. So I want you to just start grabbing and pulling these papers down that are representative of this heartache, of this pain that we have stored. Maybe some of it we're not even aware of, and some we are. And we're just going to collect this as we walk down this path. And as we're walking, we can just feel the radiant love of the angel, of Mother Mary, almost like sending this beautiful wave As we pull the papers down, a beautiful wave is sent out in that spot. And it's unfolding. And it's holding you with so much love. You are so beautiful. You are so amazing. You are so perfect the way you are. I am so sorry you have ever had to believe those things about you, or hide yourself, or feel that way, or feel alone or disconnected, because you are not. You are always held in the love that surrounds you by your higher self, your soul, these angels, these guides, the Creator itself. So much love and support is just constantly with you. And as we get towards the end of our path and finish now picking up the papers or pulling them down, or you're going to walk up to this huge bonfire, and it is violet, and violet flame, has pink, has gold, has silver. This is a transmuting flame that is going to change this hurt, this pain, the things that we've held on to. It's going to change this for us. It's going to convert it into positive energy. It's going to release it. So when you're ready, I want you to throw all those papers in that fire. If you want to do it a section at a time, great. If you want to just chuck it all in there, that's great too. And now I want you to repeat these words with me. And we're going to say these quite a few times. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. And you're going to just kind of say that over and over again. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, I feel that. That was a release. It feels a lot lighter. Just thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, for loving yourself, for doing this work. Thank you. And so now we're going to come out of our heart space and look at this beautiful swirling love that is in our heart. And it is swirling, and it's swirling so much, it's getting as wide as our shoulders. And it's getting around our neck and our face, our head. And it's swirling wider to the width of our aura. And it's swirling down around our stomach, in our stomach. Because what this is doing is you've just released some big stuff. And so this love is going into every single cell, into every level of your being. And it is just kind of telling all these aspects of yourself that, you chose to let go of this today. And that you're ready to hold more light and love within your being, to start operating at a higher frequency. And And that's just swirling into all these places. And then I want you to think about an intention. We're going to set an intention that this energy is going to power. And this intention could be something like asking for more support. It could be something like feeling more loved, valuing yourself more, feeling enough. It could be better health, more abundance, whatever that is. More momentum on your healing journey. More faith in yourself, more trust in yourself, into the universe, into your signs, your signals that you're receiving at this time. Anything. I just want you to put that intention and almost see it like a silver thread, right? And we're going to kind of hook this little silver thread of your intention down under your feet. And it's going to wind around you like that love energy did. And it's winding around you, going all the way up your legs, your hips, your stomach, your chest, your back, your neck, your head, to the top of your head, your aura, everything. You've made a powerful declaration right now using this powerful, loving energy. And you've brought more of yourself back today. This is bringing more of your power. This is claiming energy that's been lost, it's been given away, it's been injured. Transmuting it and owning it now. Feeling more whole and complete. Like that divine being you are. That can do and have and be all those things you want. In your way. In a space that is loved and supported. Not just by your family and friends, but by the universe itself. It conspires in your favor. All right. You can just take a moment to kind of rock back and forth as you kind of integrate more of this energy into our being. Gentle rocking. And then I want you to, when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and be here. Ooh, you might need to take a couple big breaths. Shake it out. Sometimes I feel like I gotta shake and stretch. It's a lot of energy that moves through all of us. Whew. How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Oh, I'm feeling really good. That was huge. I felt that. That was some big clearing that happened. Oh my gosh. I am so proud of you guys for doing that work. And it doesn't have to be that hard. Isn't that amazing? Whew. Thank you. Thank you. And just thank you to our higher self. Thank you to our guides. Thank you to Chammuel, Mother Mary, all the other angels and beings of the highest light and frequency that were with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I use this energy healing in work in my Harmonious and Healed program with moms. But, you know, if this resonates with you and you're not a mom, I work with, you know, other people as well. So I help moms de-stress, energize 15 minutes a day without mom guilt. And we do this through psychology, subconscious reprogramming, energy healing, somatic practices, nervous system regulation. And it's really working on all layers of our being in a really powerful way to get the highest, sorry, my cats are in here, highest frequency, you know, the most change with, you know, that's the easiest for us. Like not having to make things happen. It's like, oh, wow, that's really flowing. It feels really good. That these simple things are allowing me to instantly let go of stress. So just pause for a second. In this Harmonious and Healed 8-week program, you learn my Powerful Mama method. Phase 1 is about healing that nervous system, regulating it so that you can make those small changes to start having that energy, to start letting go of that stress and being more you. Phase 2 is about plugging in. This is about using those techniques that I talked about having ownership over your energy and being that powerful person that you want to be in your household and giving back to yourself. And then phase 3 is fully you, where we embody that powerful mama and walk with this bigger sense of ourselves, this more connected part of us that maybe we've never really discovered before, right? We'll clear out stuff that we've been holding on that's not really helping us. And when we do this, we start to operate at a higher frequency of energy, and we feel really good, and life gets easier. You can handle the chaotic things in your everyday situation. You just find that things that used to bother you don't bother you anymore. You're more patient, you're more present for yourself and your kids. And I'm also going to teach you in the program short, quick, effective ways to instantly let go of stress and to help heal. Not hold on to it and wait, a couple days till you have your day off to let go of the stress. No, let go of that stress within minutes of having it. So that is my Harmonious and Healed program. If you're interested, the link's in my bio. You can comment on this live. You can DM me. And I am just so grateful that you all were here, you that are watching now and watching in this replay. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this beautiful love healing that had happened. And it was big. So drink lots of water and be kind to yourself. Have grace, because you might feel a little, kind of out of it. You might feel really good, but it's kind of all these energies are shifting. So just kind of take time to yourself and just allow these beautiful energies to really sink in and heal and rewire you like they should be. So until next Friday, I will see you then, and everyone have a great weekend. Blessings.